ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Concordia University of Chicago here in River Forest for this afternoon's Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference softball doubleheader between the Cougars of Concordia-Chicago and the Falcons of Concordia University, Wisconsin. Please note that even though the games are being played here, these will be home games officially for Concordia, Wisconsin. Therefore, even though the scoreboard in the outfield says visitors and Cougars, the Concordia-Chicago score will be along the top row, and the Concordia-Wisconsin score will be along the bottom row. And we'll remind you of that periodically during the day, so hopefully no one gets confused. Now, here are the starting lineups for Game 1. First, for the Concordia-Chicago Cougars. Leading off is the designated player, number 1, Melissa Balcoma. Batting second, the second baseman, number 15, Stephanie Deanna. Batting third, the pitcher, number 33, Marita Van Dyke. The cleanup batter is the third baseman, number 12, Sydney Getz. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 6, Shania Phillips. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 4, Taylor Kolosowitz. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 7, Kristen Landon. Batting eighth and playing at first base, number 19, Katie Sullivan. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 5, Sydney Sterrett. And in the flex position and playing center field, number 2, Elizabeth Foxley. The Cougars are coached by Sarah O'Malley-Fisher. And now the starting lineup for the Concordia, Wisconsin Falcons. Leading off is the right fielder, number 14, Molly O'Connell. Batting second, the left fielder, number 7, Allison Peters. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 16, Maddie Zezas. The cleanup batter is the first baseman, number 6, Jamie Reeser. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 5, Becky Bonin. Batting sixth, the designated player, number 20, Jenna Posasinski. Batting seventh is the center fielder, number 18, Sarah Rosno. Batting eighth and playing at second base, number 3, Callie Roulette. Batting ninth is the third baseman, number 15, Emma Schimberg. And in the flex position and pitching Game 1 for the Falcons, number 2, Nicole Lewis. The Falcons are coached by Steve Crook. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that all who are able, please rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America, the men and women of our military and our first responders, with the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to River Forest, Illinois on the Cougar Television Network. I'm CJ Sellner. Glad you could join us here. Cougar softball action coming up here in River Forest. Glad you could join us here as we get started with a big doubleheader in the NACC. It's going to be right side there because it's trying to play it on my laptop. Yep, this computer. Cougars getting set to take on the Falcons here. They will be the away team here for the doubleheader today. These two games originally scheduled to be played in Mequon, Wisconsin, but Mother Nature has been unkind this softball season, and these games were forced to be moved down here with Mequon picking up 5 or 6 inches of snow last night. So Cougars will be the away team. Glad you could join us here today. It'll be a fun one. See if the Cougars can continue their hot start in the conference. They currently sit in second place, 4-0 in the NACC. Falcons come in with a NACC record of 2-4. They need to get things going here, and you don't have a lot of time left. A lot in the number of games that are left in the schedule for these two teams, but in a number of time that you have left before we think playoffs get decided by next week, Monday. It's kind of crazy to think about, but there's a lot to be decided. CUC with 18 games coming up here between today and next Sunday. So we'll see what they can do here. You want to get started hot early, and CUC comes in with that 4-0 record after picking up back-to-back sweeps of Aurora and MSOE to really get themselves rolling in the conference play, but then they had 9 days off. Balkema takes back-to-back strikes, and the count is 0-2. Just underway here from River Forest, a beautiful day, wind blowing out to center field as the 0-2 pitch misses upstairs. Cougars in the away maroon uniforms as they will bat as the visitors here in both games today. They'll do the same thing on Saturday versus Edgewood. Pitch is grounded towards short, fielded, throw to first is in time, and the leadoff batter is retired in the Cougar first.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 15, Steph Deanna.
The pitcher is Nicole Lewis, the top arm for this Mequon team. She comes in with a 3.36 ERA and 56 1/3 innings pitched as Deanna takes strike one. Deanna, a 371 hitter on the season, sees this one outside, and the count levels at 1-1. Cougar baseball is scheduled to play up at Mequon tomorrow. Hopefully the snow goes away. Luckily they have turf, and as the count moves to 2-1 here to Deanna. 2 balls, 1 strike just underway here in the top of the first in River Forest, Illinois. Cougars come in with a 13-6 record as she takes that one. Offer is not, and the count moves to 3-1. Concordia, Wisconsin comes in with a 12-10 record overall. CUC getting ready for the home stretch as this one swung and hit into right, and it's over the head of the right fielder. Deanna using her speeds around second. She'll go into third, sliding in, and it's a 1-out triple for the Cougar second baseman. With a runner on third now and 1 away, the batter will be the pitcher, Marita Van Dyke. One out in the inning. Van Dyke's been swinging a good bat for CUC as she sees ball 1. 333 hitter on the season with 3 bombs and 20 RBIs. Chance to add to that total here in the top of the first. Pitch is swung and laced back up the middle. And the Cougars off quickly with a 1-0 lead on an RBI for Marita Van Dyke. With 1 out and 1 on now, the batter will be Sydney Getz, the Cougar third baseman. Getz with a 339 average on the season, 13 RBIs and 2 home runs. You've started to see more consistency in this Cougar lineup as the pitch misses inside. So this is the second straight game we've seen basically the same lineup out of Coach Sarah O'Malley Fisher. Her offense really clicking in Game 2 against Aurora and Game 2 against MSOE. This one hit into left and caught by the left fielder on a tough top spin hit off the bat of Getz. With 2 outs in the inning now, the batter will be Shania Phillips, the Cougar right fielder. Phillips delivering the game-winning hit in Game 1 against MSOE last week on a single to right. She's been impressive driving in runs this season as the snap throw down to first is not in time. 0-1 the count. Phillips with a team-high 23 RBIs on the year. The 0-1 pitch swung on and hit into left center, and that'll be down for extra bases. Van Dyke around third. Throw coming in, she'll get held there, and it's a 2-out double for Phillips. Two outs in the inning now. The batter will be Taylor Kolosowicz, the catcher. Lewis has been susceptible to extra base swings this season, has given up 8 home runs and 8 doubles. Not a big strikeout pitcher, just 37 strikeouts in 56 innings. First pitch misses to Kolosowicz, 1-0. Cougars already with a run in, chance to add more to the total here in the top of the first. 1-0 pitch to Kolosowicz, tails away, and it's 2-0. Kolosowicz, then Landon, as we get ready for a busy weekend here at CUC. Wind in the 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Snap throw down to third, not in time, and the count now is 2-1. It was just announced about 15 minutes before this one kicked off that CUC will play Dominican here tomorrow evening. Once again, CUC will be the away team, as we're going to get used to that over the next 3 days. The 2-1 is fouled off on the left field side. So CUC recapping, they will play Dominican tomorrow night at 3 and 5 here in River Forest. They will play Edgewood here on Saturday, also will be at the away team despite playing at home. And then they will host Senior Day on Sunday against Rockford, which finally CUC will actually get to be the home team at their own home field. 2-2 the count here, 2 outs. Deuces Wild in the top of the first as this one's lifted into left center. Back on it, and that's off the top of the wall and gone. 3-run shot for Taylor Kolosowicz, and the Cougars lead this one 4-0. So CUC jumping out early. I said it just a few pitches ago. Lewis has given up 8 home runs on the year, and CUC makes it 9 here in the first inning, and it's a 4-0 lead. First home run of the year for Kolosowicz. 4-0 CUC. 4 runs on 4 hits. Talk about coming out ready to go after a 9-day layoff. The Cougar bats are coming out hot. First pitch misses down. Batter is Kristen Landon, the Cougar shortstop. Landon, a .354 hitter on the season. Wind in the 1-0. Misses in, and it's quickly 2-0 to Landon. All 4 runs thus far earned against Lewis. All started with 1 out when Steph Deanna hit a triple to right. The 2-0 pitch is fouled off as Landon took a healthy hack at that one, and it's 2-1. Wind blowing out. Kolosowicz needed every inch of that left center field fence as they caught the top yellow and went over. The 2-1 to Landon in there for a called strike, and the count levels at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We'll do it again with Deuces Wild in the first. The pitch to Landon is popped foul off the netting on the first base side, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Sullivan would be next if Landon can reach. 4 runs on 4 hits in the inning. Lewis readies, and the 2-2 misses high, and the count runs full to Landon. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Landon, lifted to right field. Playable for the right fielder, O'Connell, who will make the catch, and the Cougars are retired in the first. In the inning for CUC, 4 runs on 4 hits, nobody left. We're through 1/2 inning. Cougars 4, Falcons coming to bat here in River Forest.
There's always a chance that one could come over the top. or even rebound off the church roof behind you. Therefore, we ask everyone to please be alert at all times while play is going on. And also, if you have any small children or pets with you, please keep an eye out for them as well. Be safe and enjoy today's game.
Don't believe you don't succeed, and if you don't apply, you won't achieve. You hit a pie down low and follow your heart and get to the door. There's a will, here's a way. Never trust the soul. I'm here to stay. Stop depending and be yourself and grab a hold and don't look left. So take the swing. Here's your chance. You got nothing to lose. Make a stand. You got the ticket, time and break. When you're all alone, that's what you're playing for.
To the left center.
Back in River Forest, Illinois on the Cougar Network. Cougars leading this one 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. It'll be Molly O'Connell, the right fielder, leading off. O'Connell, Peters, and Zazas, the top three in the order for the Falcons. They go to work against Marita Van Dyke. Van Dyke with a 2.79 ERA coming off a shutout performance against MSOE last week, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Van Dyke comes in with a 9-2 record on the season for CUC, closing in on a couple marks that are pretty impressive as a one pitch is hit into left for a leadoff single for the Falcons. It was a tough angle for Sydney Starrett in left, trying to run that one down.
Number 7, Allison Peters.
Allison Peters will be next, the left fielder. A 296 hitter on the season. 9 RBIs and 15 runs scored. This Falcon team hits 319 as a group. First pitch misses as Peters showed his bunt, 1-0. O'Connell on with the leadoff single. Falcons trying to answer after the Cougars put 4 up in the top half of the first. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The pitch to Peters is fouled off and out of play on the left-hand side, and the count levels at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out in the inning. The 1-1 pitch. Bunted, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Runner on first. 1-2 the count. Van Dyke trying to get things going here in the first. Pitch swung on and grounded third base side and picked up foul by Getz. 1-2. Busy weekend here at CUC. We'll have triple header action Saturday and Sunday. Lacrosse, baseball, softball, all going on both days. Also have the Cougar Invitational track meet here tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. A lot of things going on here the last couple weeks of school at CUC as the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. First strikeout of the day for Van Dyke, and there's 1 away.
Batting third, the shortstop, number 16, Maddie Zazis.
Zazis is the batter now, a 357 hitter on the season. Van Dyke didn't do a whole lot when it comes to strikeouts or walks in her last outing against MSOE. She just had the 1 strikeout, and you talk about somebody that's pitching with a lot of confidence. One of the top hitters in the conference, when you talk about Emily Snow for MSOE, was the batter up with a tying run on base in that 8th inning. And when Coach Sarah O'Malley Fisher went out there to have a conversation with Van Dyke, basically in lesser terms, she said, I want to go get her. And that confidence has definitely shown over the last few games here for Van Dyke, who's put in quite a few stellar performances in a row. 0-2 the count here as the 0-2 pitch is fouled straight back off the netting. O'Connell's the runner on first with one away. Concordia, Wisconsin, the home team here for the doubleheader. Game's getting forced to move to River Forest because of the weather in Wisconsin. The 0-2 pitch grounded towards short, backhanded by Landon. Throw across is not in time after it was dug out by Sullivan. Landon was actually breaking towards the middle of the diamond. I didn't see if O'Connell was off on the pitch, but that forced her to the backhand, and she couldn't get a whole lot on the throw.
The first baseman, number 6, Jamie Reeser.
So it'll put runners on first and second here for the Falcons. The batter will be Jamie Reeser. 320 hitter on the season with 14 RBIs and a home run. First pitch misses down, 1-0. Reeser, a senior from Ingleside, Illinois, playing in her home state today. The 1-0 pitch grounded towards short. Landon goes to third. It'll get the lead runner, O'Connell, on a fielder's choice. And there's 2 away in the inning.
Batting 5th, the catcher, number 5, Becky Bonin.
Becky Bonin will be the batter now. 6-5 on the putout of O'Connell. Zazis on second, Reeser on first, now 2 away. First pitch in there. Good heat on that one from Van Dyke, 0-1 the count. Bonin, a junior switch hitter from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Don't see a lot of switch hitters at this level of softball. A lot of times they just get converted more to that left-handed side just because it's such a specialized ability. 1 ball, 1 strike to count, 2 away in the inning. Van Dyke trying to put a 0 up after the Cougars spotted her 4 in the first. 1-1 is a called strike at the knees, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Van Dyke's been calling her own pitches the last few games as well. The pitch down and away. Couldn't get her to chase, and the count levels at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pulls in, and it's Chinsky, the next batter. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. She struck her out on a pitch up in the zone. In the inning, no runs on 2 hits. 2 left. We're through 1 complete inning. Cougars leading this one 4-0.
It's like murder, she roll. Once I get you out the clothes, privacy's on the door. Still they can hear you screaming more. Girl, I'm feeling what you're feeling. No more hoping and wishing. I'm about to take my key and stick it in the ignition. So give me that. Let me get it.
Lots of practice. Back in River Forest, Illinois on the Cougar Network, I'm CJ Sellner. Glad you could join us here for Cougar softball action here for the next few days. You can make a lot of noise in this conference for CUC when you look at it. You have a stretch now of 8 games in a row that you're playing home over the next 4 days. First pitch to Katie Sullivan, misses down, 1-0. Sullivan, the Cougar first baseman, at 129 hitter on the season. That average not indicative of how well she's been swinging the bat lately. She's been putting a lot of barrels on balls here for CUC. That last doubleheader against Aurora, she stung 4 or 5 balls that were just line drives to the outfielders. The 1-1 misses down and in, and it's 2-1 to Sullivan. This is that opportunity here for CUC. You got 4 in the first, a chance to add on here and kind of open this game up. The 2-1 pitch. Sullivan skies one to center field. Playable 4 rows now, and she'll make the catch for out number 1.
left fielder, number 5, Sydney Garrett.
Batter now is Sydney Starrett, the Cougar left fielder. Starrett, a .355 hitter in her freshman campaign, hits one to left, but standing there is Peters, the left fielder, to make the catch for out number 2.
Designated player, number 1, Melissa Balcoma.
The batter is Melissa Balcoma, the Cougar DP. She grounded out to short in her first at-bat. Second time around the order for CUC here already, and we're just in inning number 2. As Balcoma looks at a strike, 0-1. The pitch swung on and hit to left center. That'll be down for extra bases. Off the base of the wall, Balcoma around first. She'll cruise into second with a stand-up double.
The second baseman, number 15, Steph Deanna.
With a runner on second and 2 away, the batter now is Stephanie Deanna, the Cougar second baseman. She doubled and later scored in that first inning for CUC to right field. One of the rare times you saw her pull a ball too deep into the outfield on the right field side. No balls, 1 strike the count. Good speed on second, so anything that reaches the outfield grass has a chance to score Balcoma. Van Dyke would be next. The 0-1 pitch misses up, and the count levels at 1-1. Balcoma loves to get aggressive secondary leads out on the base pass for CUC. As you can probably see her in the background there of your screen. The 1-1. Called strike on the outside corner. Snap throw down to second, not in time as Balcoma goes diving back. 4 runs on 5 hits thus far for CUC. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Wind in the 1-2, popped foul straight back over our heads here behind home plate, and it'll stay 1-2. Cougars on the season, when they score first, are 10-2. They've spotted themselves a 4 spot here early. The pitch misses down and away, and the count levels at 2-2 as Balcoma is daring the catcher Bonin to throw down to second once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild in the second as this one's lifted into center field. Playable for the center fielder Rosno, and she'll make the catch. And the Cougars strand 1 in the inning.
1 hit and 1 left on base.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Cougars leading this one 4-0.
Batting 6th and leading off the bottom of the second for the Falcons, the designated player, number 20, Jenna Posazinski.
Back in River Forest, Illinois. Bottom of the second inning. Cougars leading this one 4-0 as Van Dyke goes to work for a second inning. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. It'll be 6, 7, 8 due up in this Concordia, Wisconsin lineup in the inning. The 1-0 pitch swung on and grounded softly towards second. Deanna fields it cleanly, throws to first, and there's 1 away. The batter is the center fielder, number 18,
The center fielder,
Sarah Rosno.
Rosno,
a .339 hitter on the season with 9 RBIs and 14 runs scored. Falcons are coming off a stretch much like CUC where they haven't played a lot of games lately. It's been 8 days since they last saw the field, which was a split against Dominican. They won game 1 9-1 and fell 8-2 in game 2. Pitch misses down and the count levels at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Van Dyke working against Rosno here in the pitch. Swan hit down the right field line, and that'll be down fair. Picked up quickly by Phillips, and she'll gun it in. Great job by the Cougar right fielder to limit that to a single. So with a runner on first and 1 away, that'll bring up the second baseman, number 3, Callie Roulette. Roulette, a freshman from Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Pretty young roster here for Concordia, Wisconsin, and head coach Steve Crook. Just 3 seniors on this roster as this one's fouled off. No balls, 1 strike to count. Wind blowing out here in River Forest. A very comfortable 51 degrees here at game time. It's finally spring. The 0-1 pitch misses upstairs, and the count levels at 1-1. Temperatures are expected to continue to rise over the next few days. Expected 55 degrees Friday and Saturday and 57 on Sunday. Be a great way to have it for the seniors here in River Forest. Finally getting some good weather. The 1-1 misses, runner off on the play. Landon late getting over, and the throw goes into center field. Good throw there by Kolosowicz that was on the bag, but nobody got there to receive the throw. Stolen base there for Rosno. 2-1 the count. So runner in scoring position here for Roulette with 1 away. See if she can at least get her over to third base here. Make it a quality at bat. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded towards short. Throw over to first in time. And it looked like there was almost a collision there over between second and third with Rosno and Landon, but Landon's able to make the play regardless. Rosno over to third on the play. Roulette out 6-3. And the Falcons have a runner on third here with 2 away. Schimberg is the batter. 235 hitter on the season. With 6 RBIs, she sees the first pitch go high, 1-0. And time will be called as they want to have a word with Coach Steve Crook about the at-bat. Cougars leading this one 4-0. Trying to add on, keep their lead at a 4-0 spot here in the second inning. A little different for CUC playing as the visitors on their home field. Wind in the 1-0. Swung on and fouled straight back on a heater, and the count moves to 1-1. Van Dyke's season ERA currently stands at 2.72. Van Dyke struck out 2 already through an inning and 2/3. The 1-1 down low, and the count moves to 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 away in the inning. Van Dyke getting her sign and readies for the 2-1 pitch. Misses, snap throw to third, not in time. Count moves to 3-1. Everybody straight up for CUC across the board. Allison Kruk did get cleared to play today in full capacity, so it'd be nice to get her back at some point in the near future. The 3-1. Swan and grounded towards short. Landon will field it cleanly. Throw across is in time. And the Falcons strand 1 in the second. No runs on 1 hit and 1 left. We're through 2. 4-0 Cougars.
looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up, first shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that vibe. Don't get it and you don't feel it. I'm gonna get it.
The number 3 batter leads off the top of the third for the Cougars. Pitcher number 33, Marita Van Dyke.
Back in River Forest, Illinois, on the Cougar Television Network. 4-0 Cougars lead as we move to the top of the third. Marita Van Dyke will lead it off. It'll be Van Dyke, Getz, Phillips, Kolosowicz. The first 4 up in the inning. First pitch to Van Dyke is popped into foul territory, playable, and the catch will be made by the first baseman, Reeser.
Third baseman number 12, Sidney Getz.
The batter now will be Sidney Getz, the Cougar third baseman. Getz 0 for 1 on the day, 1 away in the Cougar half. First pitch hit high and deep to left center, and that one is way out of here. Cougars make it 5-0 on a Sidney Getz bomb to center field. That is home run number 3 on the season for Getz. 5-0 Cougars lead it here in the third. The batter now will be Shania Phillips. Phillips 1 for 1 on the day. Cougars getting to Nicole Lewis, who has now given up 10 home runs on the season. First pitch bounces in, 1-0. Lewis just a sophomore for this Falcons team from Manhattan, Illinois. Wind and the 1-0. Phillips shows bunt and pulls it back as the pitch misses outside, 2-0. Phillips' average stands at .356 on the season. 2-0 pitch to her, misses down, and it's 3-0 to Phillips. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch called strike as it catches the upper part of the zone at the belt, now 3-1. Wind the 3-1. Swan and hit into shallow right, dropping quickly, and that's a base hit for Phillips. She's 2 for 2 on the day. With a runner aboard, the batter now will be Taylor Kolosowicz, the Cougar catcher.
Catcher number 4, Taylor Kolosowicz.
Kolosowicz 1 for 1 on the day. She delivered the 3-run home run in the first inning. Her first of the season. First pitch to Kolosowicz, a called strike on the outside corner on a breaking ball, 0-1. Cougars looking to do more damage here in the top of the third. The 1-0 pitch. High and outside. Catcher Bonin looking towards first. So you see a team that likes to run the bases very aggressively, so catchers have to beware quite often. As a team, CUC 19 of 26 on stolen base attempts. Count now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away in the inning. Phillips the runner on first. The pitch, Swanin hit into center, and that's over the glove of the shortstop, Zazas. And Kolosowicz is 2 for 2. So this Cougar team coming out swinging right away. It'll be Kristen Land in the shortstop, the batter. She's 0 for 1 on the day. She flew out to right in her first at bat. First pitch in there for a called strike to Land, and 0-1. Cougars already with 5 runs on 8 hits in this ball game. So the 9-day layoff for these Cougars has shown not to affect them swinging the bats at all in the early goings. The 0-1 pitch is bunted foul off the bat of Landon, and the count's now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Katie Sullivan next, one away in the inning. Runners on first and second. The pitch swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt, and Landon's down on strikes, and there's 2 away in the inning. Batter now is Katie Sullivan. Sullivan flew out to center field in her first at-bat in the second inning. Chance for her to add to this 5-0 Cougar lead here. Opening offering is grounded back up the middle for a base hit. Phillips around third. She'll score easily. Kolosowicz to third. And it's an RBI single for Katie Sullivan. It would have been a tough backhand for the Falcons' second baseman, Roulette, as she went to one knee to try to pick it up. It was a hard shot off the bat of Sullivan. Kolosowicz to third on the play. Phillips scores, and it's 6-0 CUC. The batter now is Sydney Starrett, the left fielder. She lined out to left in her first at bat. 1-0 the count to her here. The 1-0 pitch misses down and away, and it's 2-0. 6-0 Cougars lead here. And time will be called. We'll have a Doc Ryan's visit to the circle. Doc Ryan's on Madison Street. Always there for all your Cougar postgame needs. Proud sponsor of Concordia University Chicago Athletics. We'll take a quick break.
Give it to the people, spread it across the country. Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back.
Back in River Forest, Illinois. I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Network. 6-0 Cougars lead it here. 2-0 the count here to Sydney Starrett with runners on first and third and 2 away. Chance for more here in the Cougar half. The 2-0 pitch is check swung foul off the netting, and the count's 2-1. Starrett with 4 RBIs, has 3 extra base hits on the season. The 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled off again, and the count levels at 2-2 to Starrett. Pitch number 60 already coming up for Lewis in just 2 2/3 innings of works thus far. The pitch swung on and grounded towards second, off the glove initially, and it's in and out of the glove of the second baseman, Roulette. So it's going to go down as an E4. And it'll put runners at first and second here with 2 away. Kolosowicz scores on the play. 7-0 CUC leads it.
Designated player number 1, Melissa Balcamo.
Roulette went to tag second base when she had the ball in her glove, but it popped out. Snap throw down to first. Not in time as Starrett gets her lid knocked off. Seems all right. 1-0 the count. So no RBIs for Starrett, unfortunately. Everything now will be unearned in the inning. The 1-0 pitch. Called strike. Third at bat already of the game for Melissa Balcama. She's grounded out and doubled. 1-1 the count. Pitch is a called strike as it just catches the outside corner, and the count's now 1-2. Sullivan the runner on second, Starrett on first. Wind and the 1-2. Off the outside corner. Couldn't get Balcama to chase, and the count moves to 2-2. 7-0 Cougars lead it here in the third. Lewis readies and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit to left and deep. Back at the warning track, and this ball is off the fence. 1 run is in. Starrett hustles around to score from first, and it's 9-0 CUC. Balcama with RBIs 18 and 19 on the season. So 2 RBIs for Balkma. Both runs go down as unearned.
Second baseman, number 15.
And it's 9-0 CUC here in the third. Talk about coming out and ambushing the Falcons early. As this one's hit to left, dropping quickly, and it's a fair ball for Deanna. Perfectly slapped ball on the left field line, and Deanna brings home another one. Balkma coming around to score, and it's 10-0 CUC. With this being such a rivalry game, you talk about games that these teams have played and gone battle for battle. CUC's come out and said, let's go. With that hit, Steph Deanna ties for the most hits in school history for softball. She needs one more hit in the 2 games here today to pass Megan Johnson for the most all time. 186 in her career now, with hopefully a lot more opportunities today, as this one's lifted to right off the bat of Van Dyke, playable for the right fielder, O'Connell, who will make the catch. In the inning for CUC, 6 runs on 6 hits, 1 error and 1 left. We're through 2.5. Cougars leading this one 10-0. Back in River Forest, Illinois, on the Cougar Television Network, 10-0. Cougars lead it here as we go to the bottom of the third. It'll be the top of the order due up for the Falcons. CUC with 10 runs on 11 hits thus far. Falcons with 3 hits through 2 innings here against Van Dyke as she's on for a 3rd inning of work. First pitch misses, and it's 1-0. O'Connell, Peters, and Zazas, the batters in the inning. The 1-0 pitch called strike on the inside corner, and the count levels at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Van Dyke readies, and the pitch. This one hit into towards shallow center, and it'll be Steph Deanna running over to make the catch. And there's 1 away in the inning. With 1 out now, the batter will be Allison Peters, a left fielder. She's 0 for 1 on the day. She struck out in her only at bat. .292 hitter on the season with 9 RBIs and 15 runs scored. First pitch is popped down the left field line, and it'll be foul. Just out of the abilities of Starrett to run that one down. No balls, 1 strike the count. First of 2 games here as we get ready for an 8-game stretch here between today and Sunday. CUC will then have off Monday, then play Tuesday, Wednesday, have off Thursday before finishing up the regular season on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The 0-1 pitch is swung and fouled off a window at Grace Church. Hopefully they have insurance. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Van Dyke readies, and the pitch rolls in the dirt, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The count on Peters. Pitch misses in, and the count levels at 2-2. A lot of players choosing to go without sleeves for the first time since the Florida trip, so I'm sure everybody's enjoying that. I know my student workers back here behind home plate are very thankful that they're without a press box, that they have some sun today and don't have to wear a lot of jackets, as this one goes off the glove of Landon, and that'll be an E6 to put a runner on. So Peters on first. The batter will be the shortstop, Maddie Zazas. Zazas 1 for 1 on the day. She singled in the first inning and was stranded. 1 on, 1 out as this one's check swung and fouled off. 0-1 the count. Wind and the 0-1. Swung on and hit back to Van Dyke's. Throw to first, not in time, as they were trying to double up Peters as she dove back just in time. 2 outs in the inning now. It'll be Jamie Reeser, the first baseman. She's 0 for 1 on the day, a .316 hitter on the season. The 0-0 pitch is not able to be check swung, and the count's 0-1. Van Dyke trying to put up another 0 for this CUC team, who jumped out 10-0 here in the first 3 innings. Swung on and missed, had a breaking ball down, and the count's now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Van Dyke trying to strand a 1-out base runner. Wind and the 0-2. Swung on and missed. She struck her out on a rise ball. We're through 3 innings here. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We're through 3. Cougars 10, Falcons nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you arrived late, we are reminding everyone that even though the games are being played here today, these are officially home games for the Falcons. Therefore, they have the score on the bottom line of the scoreboard. The Cougars are on the visitors' line of the scoreboard.
Pitching change. Makes sense. How's it going, Janet? Good. Nice outside today. It's nice outside today. It doesn't. 19 for 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Just double check.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just
Yeah,
feel tired.
we've been hitting the ball.
Feel weak. When you feel weak,
She's been
feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you. Try to find that inner strength to just pull that out of you and get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter. No matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face.
So I collapse, I'm spilling these raps long as you feel them. To the day that I drop, you'll never say that I'm not killing them. Cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them. And I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught in web, spin them in hawk venom. Adrenaline shots, the penicillin could not get the illin to stop. Amoxicillin's just not real enough. The criminal cop killing hip-hop, filling a minimal swap to cop. Millions of pop listeners. You're coming with me, feel it or not. You're gonna feel it like I showed you the spirit of God lives in us. You hear it a lot.
I have no, so I wasn't paying attention.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Falcons, number 19, Carly Upman. The number 4 batter leads off the Cougars half of the 4th inning. Third baseman, number 12.
Back in River Forest, Illinois, 10-0 on the Cougar Radio Network. Cougars coming out swinging here. New pitcher for the Falcons is Carly Upman. First pitch misses. Sydney Getz is the batter. Getz 1 for 2 on the day, had a solo home run in the 3rd. Upman, a freshman from Monroe, Wisconsin. This one swung, hit high, long, deep, and well out of this ballpark. Second home run of the day for Sydney Getz, and it's 11-0 Cougars here in the 4th. You talk about a team that's swinging with a ton of confidence. These Cougars are swinging like that and then some. First college appearance here for Upman. First at bat is a home run for Sydney Getz.
Fielder, number 6, Shania Phillips.
The batter now is Shania Phillips. Phillips is 2 for 2 in this ball game, bringing her season average up to 367. 11-0 Cougars lead it here in the fourth. This one will roll in for a ball, 1-0. Nothing Cougars lead here in the fourth. The 1-0 pitch swung on and chopped towards short. Fielded cleanly, throw across is able to be dug out. Nice play there by the first baseman, Reeser, to dig that one out on a mid-hop. The batter now is Taylor Kolosowicz, the Cougar catcher. Kolosowicz 2 for 2 with a single and a home run thus far today. Her home run was a 3-run shot to left, as this one's hit back towards short. Slow roller, picked up and thrown to first in time, and there's 2 away in the inning. Two outs now. That'll bring up Kristen Landon, the shortstop. First pitch misses outside, and it's 1-0. 1-0 the count to Landon. Cougars already scoring for their third inning out of 4 tries thus far. The count now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, the count to Landon. The pitch misses high and outside, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, the count. The 2-1 pitch to Landon. Chopped foul, and the count levels at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. 2 outs in the inning. Deuces Wild in the top of the fourth. Windan the pitch outside, and the count runs full to Landon. Upman has appeared in 11 games, just not inside the circle for these Falcons. Has just 1 at bat. And this one's called strike 3 on the outside corner. Landon goes down on strikes. And the Cougars pick up 1 in the inning, 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left. We're through 3.5. Cougars lead this one 11-0.
Waiting for the time to pass you by. Hope the winds of change will change your mind. I could give 1,000 reasons why, and I know you, and you've got to make it on your own, but we don't have to grow up, we can stay forever young. Living on the sofa, drinking on the cold,
Going to center. Okay. Flex is going to left.
I could give 1,000 reasons why, but you're going, and you know that all you have to do is stay a minute. Just take your time. The clock is ticking, so stay.
Allison's in center.
All you have to
She's in
do
for
is
Stare.
wait a second. Your hands on mine. The clock is ticking, so stay.
No. She's still the flex. She's moved to left field. Oh, okay. Allison's in for Sydney Stare at number 5. Okay. In the 9th spot. No, she's in right field. Sydney Stare's out. It's a straight switch.
Back in River Forest, Illinois, on the Cougar Network, 11-0 Cougars lead it. Defensive changes coming into the inning for CUC. As Allison Kruk enters the game for Sydney Starrett, she'll be in center field. Liz Foxley slides over to left. Bonin is the batter, the catcher. Bonin to lead off the inning. They need to get something going here. The Falcons trailing 11-0 here in the fourth. 2-0 the count. Bonin 0 for 1 on the day, a strikeout victim in her only at bat. The pitch swung on and hit sharply foul off the face of the Cougar dugout, and the count's now 2-1. First of 2 games here today for CUC playing as the visitors. They'll do that today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Get to play on their home turf, but bat as the visitors. As a 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and the count levels at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. The pitch. Upstairs, couldn't get her to chase, and the count runs full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out in the Falcon half of the 4th. 3-2 pitch inside, and it caught her on the arm. And the leadoff runner aboard here for the Falcons in the 4th. Bonnie going to walk it off over on that first base side as that caught her in the upper arm.
Now batting for the Falcons.
The batter now will be the DP. It'll be Jenna Pozazinski, the freshman from Lake Villa. She's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch popped into foul territory, and it'll go off the netting, out of play. No balls, 1 strike to count. Runner on first with nobody away here in the Falcon 4th. Time was called as a BP home run came over from the baseball field as the 2 fields back up to each other as it swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Two strikes to count. 11-0 Cougars. Wind and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded softly towards third. Backhanded by Getz. Long throw is high. And it will put runners at the corners with nobody out. So an E5 as Getz' throw was well high. And there's 2 on here in the Falcon 4th.
Center fielder number 18, Sarah Rosno.
So Bond into third. Runner on first as well. Rosno, the batter, the center fielder. She's 1 for 1. Falcons trying to fight back a little bit here in the 4th. The 0-0 pitch. Misses high and tight, 1-0. Nobody out in the inning. 55 pitches thus far for Van Dyke. 36 of those for strikes. A good ratio for her. The 1-0. Grounded back to the pitcher circle. Cougars are going to come to the plate, and it's not in time. It was a slow roller. The play should have been to first. When you're playing with an 11-run lead, ideas kind of count out. Run able to score, though, on the fielder's choice. Makes it 11-1. And Sarah O'Malley Fisher wants to go have a word inside the circle with her infield. Meeting all done inside the circle. 11-1 your score here. Falcons continuing to bat with nobody out here in the 4th inning. 1 run already in the inning.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Kelly Roulette.
Pozaninski, the runner on second. Rosno on first. Roulette is the batter, the second baseman. She's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch called strike, and it's 0-1. A hit by pitch, error, and a fielder's choice have allowed the first 3 runners of the inning to reach for CUW. Wind and the 0-1. So on and hit through the right side, a base hit. They'll hold the runner at third. Throw coming into the plate, and Kolasowicz will knock it down. And the bases are loaded here for the Falcons in the 4th. So a single through for Roulette through the right side. Bases now loaded for the Falcons as they are threatening here with nobody out. Cougars is looking for an out. Trying to stop a rally here by the Falcons. First pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-0. Close off the inside corner. 1 ball, no strikes to count on the third baseman, Schimberg. She's 0 for 1 on the day. The 1-0 misses high and outside, and it's 2-0. 1 run in here for the Falcons. They trail by 2 handfuls. Wind in the 2-0 pitch. In there for a called strike, and it's 2-1. Top of the order looming here for the Falcons. 2 balls, 1 strike. Van Dyke readies in the 2-1 pitch. Misses down and in, and the count runs to 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Van Dyke's going to have to throw something for her to hit here. No place to put her with nobody away. The 3-1 pitch just misses. And a walk will plate the second run here for the Falcons. It was close, but couldn't get the call. Top of the order now here for the Falcons as they trail by 9, 11-2.
Number 14, Molly O'Connell.
O'Connell is the batter. She's 1 for 2 on the day. His season average stands at .408. Still nobody out here in the Falcon half. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Van Dyke with 3 strikeouts on the day. Could use a 4th here just to get some more momentum back on the CUC side here in the half inning. Wind in the 0-1 upstairs, and the count levels. O'Connell with 11 RBIs and a home run on the season. One ball, 1 strike to count. Van Dyke readies the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. See if they can get O'Connell to expand the zone here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Nobody out in the inning. Van Dyke readies the pitch. Swung on and slapped to left. Foxley's there. She'll make the catch. Throw coming in, and the runner will have to hold on third. So Foxley makes the nice catch in left. Everybody has to hold, and there's 1 away in the inning. The batter now will be the left fielder, Allison Peters. Peters 0 for 2 on the day, has struck out once. Base is still loaded now with 1 away. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Peters with 9 RBIs and 15 runs scored on the season, a .288 hitter. Van Dyke readies and the pitch. Misses, snap throw to third, bounces in, not in time. Count now 2-0. Two balls to count on Peters. Falcons trying to cut into this 9-run deficit. The pitch swung on and missed. Got her to chase one down, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wind in the pitch. Misses down and away, and the count moves to 3-1. They'll appeal to the field umpire to see if she had gone. She did not. 3-1 the count. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. 2 Peters. Van Dyke readies the pitch. Fouled off, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. 1 out. Peters trying to bring one home and try to pull the Falcons a little bit closer. Van Dyke readies and winds the 3-2 pitch. Spoiled foul, and we'll do it again at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch coming here for Van Dyke. She readies the 3-2 pitch. Grounded towards second. Deanna will field it cleanly and go to first. They'll get the runner there. Rosno will score on the play. It's 11-3, and there's 2 away in the inning. So there'll be runners on second and third now with 2 away.
16, Maddie Zazis.
Roulette on third, Schimberg on second. Zazis is the batter, the shortstop, who's 1 for 2. First pitch misses high and away, 1-0. (11-3) Cougars lead here in the fourth. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded towards second. Fielded cleanly by Deanna, who will flip to Sullivan. And the Cougars escape trouble in the fourth. In the inning for the Falcons, 3 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. We go to inning number 5. Cougars leading this one, 11-3.
11, Falcons 3.
Okay.
24 for 5. And 9 for 3.
Okay.
All right, so what do you got? Get over here.
For number 19, pitch hitting.
17 for 19. Okay. Yep. 17 for 19.
Got it. Thank you.
So we get all the changes set to go here as we head to the 5th. Cougars leading this one by 8, 11-3. It'll be Yasmin Fox, the pinch hitter for CUC, hitting for Sullivan. Couple changes for the Falcons in the inning as well, as we'll get those 2 in a second. Defensive changes for the Falcons in the inning. Wotruba to second, Schumacher to catch, and Christie will go to right. Batter is Yasmin Fox.
And at second base is number 9, Janelle Wotruba.
First pitch misses high. Second inning of work here for Upman. She gave up a home run in her first inning of work. 1-0 the count here to Yasmin Fox, a pinch hitter. Fox, a 400 hitter on the season, as she grounds this one back to the pitcher, and she'll flip to first, and there's 1 away. Batter now will be Allison Kruk, the center fielder. Kruk, a defensive replacement last inning. Glad to see her back. She got hurt a few weeks ago. The one bonus of the Cougars not playing a whole lot of games, they haven't missed Kruk all that much just because of not playing a whole lot of games. She got hurt late in the game against UW Stout, and she's glad to see her back ready to go today. Kruk, a .303 hitter on the season with 7 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch, down and away, and it's 1-1. It's Kruk then top of the order, and Melissa Balkema due up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kruk. Pitch down, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cougars with 3 home runs in this game. 2 off the bat of Sydney Getz, 1 off the bat of Taylor Kolosowicz. Second one by Getz, an absolute no-doubter to left. 2-1 the count. Upman has this one swung on and grounded towards second. Picked up, and the throw to first in time, and there's 2 away. 2 away in the Cougar half now. The batter will be the DP, Melissa Balkema. Balkema 2 for 3 in the ball game. Has doubled twice. First pitch to her is down and in for a ball, 1-0. Cougars are the visiting team here at home today for those of you just joining us. Games originally scheduled to be on the road the next 3 days will all be played here at CUC, and the Cougars will play as the visiting team. Wind in the 1-0. Outside, and it's 2-0 to Balkema. Two balls, no strikes to count. Wind and the pitch. In there for a called strike as Balkema took the whole way, and it's 2-1. Cougars lead by 8, 11-3 here in game 1. Upman trying to work a clean fifth. The 2-1 pitch. Called strike as it catches the outside corner, and the count levels 2-2 to Balkema. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild in the fifth. Upman readies and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded off the glove of Upman. And Balkema will beat it out. That'll be a single for Balkema. He'll put a two-out base runner for CUC. The batter now is Stephanie Deanna. Deanna 2 for 3 on the ball game, a .385 hitter on the season. Good speed on the bases already in Balkema. First pitch hit towards short, and the catch will be made by the shortstop, Zazas. And the Cougars get no runs on 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 4.5. Cougars leading this one 11-3.
Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kind of homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. That's when the taxi man turned on the radio and the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. So I put my hands up to play my song. The butterflies fly away. Nodding my head like yeah. Moving my hips like yeah. I got my hands up to play my song. You know I'm gonna be okay. Yeah. It's a party in the USA. Yeah. It's a party in the USA. Get to the club in my taxi cab. Everybody's looking at me now. Like, who's that chick that's rocking kicks? She gotta be from out of town. So hard with my girls all around me. Definitely not enough.
Back in River Forest, Illinois, Cougars leading this one 11-3 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. It will be 4-5-6 due up for the Falcons in the inning once we get a couple other changes. As there's another change here for the Falcons. We'll get that.
The number 4 batter leads off the bottom.
Bonin will re-enter.
First baseman,
She'll bat second this inning.
Jamie Reeser.
So it'll be Reeser, Bonin, Pozesinski will be up in the inning. 4-5-6, trailing by 8 here. Cougars with 11 runs on 13 hits. Falcons with 3 runs on 4 hits thus far. Van Dyke's thrown well, allowing just the 4 hits, has struck out 3 and walked 1. 2 of the 3 runs against her earned, as this one swung on and popped foul straight back and out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Cougars with 4 runs in the first, 6 runs in the third to open this one up. The 0-1 pitch. Down, and the count levels at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Wind in the pitch. Inside, and the count moves to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Wind in the 2-1. Called strike, and the count levels at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch just misses down and away, and the count runs full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count, nobody out. Reeser, the batter, the first baseman. Wind in the 3-2, down and in, and a leadoff walk will put the runner aboard here for the Falcons in the 5th. Second free pass issued by Van Dyke, and we'll have another substitution on the Falcon side. As we wait for Steve Crook to give his changes to the home plate umpire. 11-3, CUC leads it as we get things. It'll be number 29, Shelby Fisher,
Please, running at first base.
the runner at first.
29, Shelby Fisher.
So pinch runner for Reeser at first. The batter is Bonnet.
Re-entering
1 on, nobody out.
batting is catcher number 5, Becky Bonnet.
Becky Bonnet, the batter. She's 0 for 1 on the day, has struck out once. Bonnet also was hit by a pitch as the first pitch just misses 1-0. 1-0 the count. Van Dyke readies the 1-0 pitch. Swan hit sharply but foul on the first base side, and the count levels at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Beautiful spring day here in River Forest. Hard to believe that there was snow on the ground this morning. Cougar baseball head to Mequon tomorrow. They'll take on the Falcons at 3 p.m. The 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Nobody out in the Falcon 5th. Wind in the 1-2. Swung on and hit sharply, but foul on the third base side, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Cougars trying to move to 5-0 in conference play. Falcons currently sit at 2-4. A lot still to be decided in this conference. The 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, couldn't get her to chase at a rise ball, and the count levels at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fisher, the pinch runner, on first with nobody away. Cougars straight up on the infield and outfield. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and popped foul and out of play over the Cougar dugout. Count will remain 2-2. Van Dyke readies, getting the sign, and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and popped on the right field side. Deanna ranging over towards the line, and she'll make the catch, and there's 1 away. Paul Zazinski will be the batter, the DP. Pozazinski 0 for 2 on the day for the Falcons. Reached on an error in the 4th and grounded out to second in the 2nd. First pitch is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 the count. The pitch. Swung on and hit back towards the middle, and it'll go off the glove of Deanna. It was going to be a tough play on a pitch up the middle. She had to range a long way for that one. It'll go as a hit. He'll put runners on first and second now with one away. The batter now will be the center fielder, Sarah Rosno. She's 1 for 2 on the day, a .344 hitter on the season. First and second, 1 out in the inning. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. 92 pitches on the day now for Van Dyke. Van Dyke readies and the 0-1. Swung on and grounded back towards the circle. Play will be over to first, and there's 2 away as she flips it to Sullivan. With 2 away now in the inning, the batter will be number 9, the second baseman, Janelle Watruba. Watruba, a .250 hitter on the season. The 0-0 pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Van Dyke's ERA stands at 2.70 currently. Junior's thrown 70 innings on the year for CUC thus far. Wind in the 0-1. Swung on and popped foul and out of play onto Division Street. Count now 0-2. Falcons down to their final strike. Here in the 5th, trailing by 8. Van Dyke can be selective here with where she wants to go with it. Ready's in the 0-2. Misses upstairs just above the belt, and the count's now 1-2. Good spot to miss there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Van Dyke readies, and the 1-2 pitch. Check swung foul, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Fisher on third. Pull Zazinski, the runner on second, with 2 away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Van Dyke readies and the 1-2. Swung on and missed. She struck her out. Throw to first will end it. And that's your ball game here in Game 1. Final score, Game 1. Cougars win this one 11-3. Final line totals here in Game 1 for the Falcons. 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, 6 left on. For CUC, 11 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left on. Winning pitcher is Marita Van Dyke, now 10-2. Losing pitcher is Nicole Lewis, now 5-4. Game 2 coming up in just a little bit here from River Forest. Cougars 11-3 winners here in game number 1. 3 home runs in the ball game, 2 of those coming off the bat of Sydney Getz. We'll take a break, get you set up for game 2 in just a little bit. For everybody at Concordia University Chicago, I'm CJ Sullivan. Thanks for tuning in Game 2 in just a little bit here from River Forest.